Y'all, we are back. This is the last episode for the season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 11, episode 31. The episode opens up with Scrappy. He is getting his face beat to the gods and complaining to somebody that he don't want to talk to her no more. Now, I'm assuming that the person he don't want to talk to is Bambi, and the person he has on the other line could be Mama D. Jessica and Carly, they meet up. Carly thinks Jessica overreacted to her engagement, and that's what happens when you invite friends in your relationship. You open the door for us to give our opinion and our judgments. Okay, if you don't want us to comment or judge you or your relationship, keep us out of it. Okay, so Jessica says that she's just passionate. She don't mean any harm. She does this when she cares about her family and friends and the people she loves. But Jessica was like, I know what's going on behind the scenes. And she throws out that Carly got a side dude by the name of Summer that makes her happy. But listen, side men can't be trusted either. It's just a matter of integrity. If you lack integrity, you bound to cheat. So Carly pretty much tells Jessica, listen, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to stick beside him. But if he cheats one more time, then it's straight to the pawn shop with that ring. But once a cheater, always a cheater, girl. Let's hope the ring is real because we know he's going to cheat again. Never give a person another chance to disrespect you. Girl, can you imagine her finding out that he cheats again and then she goes to pawn a ring and then find out she will only get $50 for it because it ain't real? So Sierra and Rennie Honey in pure fashion, they meet up with Saucy to be nosy. And Saucy has been upfront, or so he claims, about not wanting a relationship with Zel. So he says he knows Zel is a good dude, but Saucy himself is not in the right place for a commitment right now. And he admits to cheating on Zel. So he said since he broke things off with Zel has started to show his true colors. Talking bad about him online, calling him Mr. Potato Head, calling him fat ass. So Saucy said he is done with Zel. And I think Saucy was playing with him from the beginning. I don't think he wanted Zel at all. Zel, know your worth, okay, and walk away from this situationship. Meanwhile, Scrappy, mendeecees, and Kirk, honey, they are getting pampered. So mendeecees says that he's been seeing Scrappy's social media escapades with the two women he's had in rotation for over 10 years, none other than Diamond and Erica. And mendeecees thinks that Scrappy's living his best life. Juggling different women is not living your best life. Mendeecees, let me find out that you are yearning for the single life under the pretense that things ain't working out between you and Mandy. This may be a scheme for mendeecees to leave his marriage. That's what it sounds like to me. So then Kirk rolls in and says the same thing. So when a man is fresh out of a divorce and he's spinning the block with two of his exes in rotation, it's given midlife crisis. It's given lonely. It is not giving your best life. Scrappy is not at peace with being single, which is why he constantly spins the block. Now, if Bambi was spinning the block and dealing with two of her exes, she would be called a hoe. But when a man does it, he's living his best life. Do I recommend Bambi go out and spin the block with her exes? No, but I'm just trying to point out the double standard. So Scrappy said that he had to serve Shawty. So Bambi got creative, right? And she wrote a children's book about divorce. And she was pretty much throwing shots at Scrappy, allegedly. That's what he said. And guess what? I'm about to go on Amazon and purchase the book. Let's support Bambi. So mendeecees tell him that he and Yandy are going through it. Of course y'all going through it because you want to be single. You want to live your best life. So mendeecees tells them that, he going through it. She ain't listening and she don't respect how he feels. Now, despite his feelings, Yandy has decided to move forward, honey. She is donating that egg and to hell with mendeecees pretty much. Now, I side with mendeecees on this because this is a big decision. And to move forward without his blessing, it could be pretty disrespectful. So Bambi shares her side of the story regarding this children's book. And she said, yes, Scrappy is dragging her ass back to court because of this book, because he's claiming that she's discussing private things about the divorce in the children's book. So Bambi is saying, how the hell would he know when he ain't even read the book? But I'm curious as to what is in this book that kids could enjoy. Because when kids that age, when they read, reading is supposed to be fun. So what's going on? What's fun in the divorce book? What's in this book, girl? Meanwhile, Yandy, like we said before, she has moved forward to donate her egg. To hell with mendeecees. So she's preparing her body. She's getting her shots. And she tells Keisha that mendeecees isn't supportive and that she wish he was there with her to hold her hand. Now, this is gaslighting 101. Why? Well, I understand her need for his support, but it isn't fair for her to expect it in this situation because he totally disagrees with it. He has disagreed with this from day one. Mendeecees made it clear, I'm not in agreement with your decision. So should he be expected to provide support for something he doesn't believe in? No. And did y'all notice that Keisha don't give a damn that Yandy's marriage is hanging on by a piece of thread because of Yandy donating her egg? She is unbothered by it, unfazed. As long as she gets a baby, she fine. Meanwhile, Rashida has her fashion show, honey, and shit went down. So not only is Rashida hosting the fashion show, she's also performing her hit song, Put a Ring on and Make Him Want to Marry Me. Spice is there with Shekinah, sharing her that she recently reconciled with Carly. And it seems that Spice has been infected by the make men bugs because she suggests that Shekinah make peace with Carly. And Shekinah said, well, we've already tried that. And that ended with me getting a bottle thrown at me. Girl. No, ma'am. Don't even try it. You started that. You went to her on some aggressive-ish and you were very confrontational. You were not trying to make peace, honey. You was trying to check her. And yes, you confronted her about her going around saying that you're sleeping with married men, but don't sit here and lie saying that you tried to make peace. No, you went to her on some confrontation, aggressive type stuff. Did you have a right to confront her? Yes, but don't lie and say you tried to make peace. No. So Zel, with intentions of stirring the pot or mending fences, he's contemplating inviting Carly over to join the group, but Spice shuts that down. And she said, you never know how that's going to go. True, because every time they at somebody's event, someone wants to make amends, shit get ugly and stuff hit the fan. Glasses are thrown, chairs flipped over, it just gets ugly. So in order to avoid the risk of things escalating, it's best to leave well enough alone, Zel. So the fashion show is going on. Some of the models are topless, which includes Amy Luciani, Jessica White, and Bambi. Bambi came out looking good, honey. Body on fit. Amy Luciani had abs for days. Jessica looked good. But the baby daddy, Scrappy, wasn't a happy camper. Now, he tried his best not to look, but his face said it all. If looks could kill, honey, the whole damn room would be unalived. Saucy performed, and Zel wasn't a happy camper either. But when Scrappy performed, Bambi was feeling the vibe. She was dancing. I wish he could have rooted for her on the runway instead of being bitter. But the fact that she was able to enjoy his music despite him dragging her ass back to court speaks volumes. So Sierra and Rennie show up fashionably late. Once again, Sierra seems to notice every damn thing, but never notice when to shut up. So she says Zel was giving her the cold shoulder. Girl, the man was in his bag. Don't take it personal. It ain't about you. So Zel finally approaches Saucy and tells him that he misses him. And he apologizes to Saucy. And Saucy had this stank look on his face as if he's not buying the apology. Long story short, Saucy tells Zel he's not interested anymore. He should move on. And Saucy thinks that Zel was more invested in the relationship than he was. Zel, pick up your dignity, move on, you deserve better. Saucy used you. Meanwhile, the cast is mingling and they're giving the models their props. So Rashida says that, Bambi did her thing. And she did. So Scrappy said baby mama number 2 did her thing. Kirk said ex-wife. But Scrappy said he don't want to talk about his baby mama right now. Yandy chimes in and says, well, y'all got to take care of them babies. Yandy, sit this one out. Okay, mind the business that's about to leave you. Okay. So Scrappy tells Yandy, guess what? I bet you don't know that Bambi has been making it difficult, not me. That's why I'm dragging her ass back to court. So Kirk is saying to Scrappy that he and Bambi have to communicate because important decisions need to be made on both sides pertaining to the kids. And I agree. Listen, Bambi tries. She has tried with this man over and over again. But he is the one that's bitter. And I get it. You're hurt because your wife left you. But he was expecting for Bambi to be Rashida. So Scrappy wants Bambi to be like Rashida because he says that no matter what Kirk do, Rashida is going to stay with him. So clearly Scrappy has a distorted view on what marriage is. It doesn't involve a woman being walked all over. And I'm all for loyalty, but where do we draw the line? Scrappy, you have this all wrong. Marriage is about mutual respect, not just about women sticking around through lies, cheating, and disrespect. Now, you wouldn't stick around for any of this, now would you? Hell no, he wouldn't. Because standing by your husband don't mean turning a blind eye to everything. Like, come on. Is this the type of mindset you want to pass down to your daughter when she gets married? This is disgusting. So Carly stirring the pot, honey. She got to stir up some mess. She tells Bambi that Scrappy was going off about her behind her back. So the peacemakers, bless their hearts, tried to get Bambi and Scrappy together. Bambi trying to be the bigger person. She reaches out for a handshake, but Scrappy wasn't having it. She even said hello. Mind you, he dragging her ass back to court, but she was willing to put that aside for a peaceful moment. But Scrappy said the handshake was too much too soon, so he opted for a fist bump. This man-child is very immature. So Scrappy goes on to say that, Bambi is a good mom. And she said, well, yeah, and you're a good dad. So Scrappy was like, you saying that now, but these text messages saying something totally different. So she told him to read the text messages out aloud. He declined, probably because they didn't exist. So they get to going back and forth. She's saying, let us know what I said. Tell the room. Put me out there. Expose me if it happened. But he said he don't want to do it. Again, they don't exist. So she says Scrappy is mad because he will never get a piece of her pie again. He said, girl, please. You're a psychopath and a liar. And he said, as quiet as it's kept, you and my mama ain't far from each other, honey. As he proceeded to walk out the door, only to be turned back around when Bambi says she ain't nothing like that weird ass mama of yours. So Scrappy tells Yandy that Bambi out here talking about she was really in love with me, but ask her why the hell she already got a new ninja. And she said, yeah, I got a new ninja just like you had a new bitch. And on top of that, my new ninja is paying my lawyer fees, honey. That's cap. So Bambi said he's ungrateful because ain't too many bitches out there splitting bills with a man and having 3 babies back to back and still doing her MF thing and looking good while doing it. So she said, bitch, look at me. So he said, bitch, look at me. So Bambi is feeling herself as she should. But Scrappy interprets that as her being selfish and being all about herself. He said, see what I mean? That's what she do. She always about herself. So he says, God bless you, cuz. Yeah, God bless you, cuz. Scrappy, you are stuck in the same cycle no matter who you with. Yet, they the problem and not you. Is he comfortable in his dysfunction or is it just he doesn't know how to grow? And I think Mama D has contributed to his lack of growth. Every time he's with a different woman, we see the same old rerun of drama replay before our eyes. Y'all, that is the end of this episode. Oh, thank God the season is over. So, if you made it this far, give the video a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.